Here's Sweet Pea leaving Virginia for Washington State. And there's my first breakdown on the freeway. Tire blew off, broke the axle. Here's where the axle split, bumper flew off. And here is the axle split in half. Pretty funny. Here's the trailer place I went to get it fixed at. That was my first repair. Well, there's a new axle. Should do a lot better. Here I arrived in Penasco, waiting to take the boat off of that trailer to install it on the new trailer coming up in just a little bit. I'm going to pull Sweet Pea off that trailer, and then it's going to go on a new trailer. There's Sweet Pea propped up, waiting for the new bilge keels to be installed. That's where the old centerboard was. That's all been closed up. So here's the bilge keels being installed. They were made out of 2x8 solid teak with 6-inch bolts. Bolts going through the hull, 1/2-inch bolts. There's 6 of them on each side, and then there's backing plates on the inside that hold it together. So, and then it was fiberglassed over with 5 layers of woven, and matte, and it is absolutely just, I don't know how to explain it, guys. This thing is rock solid. You could hit it with a sledgehammer and it won't come apart. And of course, there I am working in absolutely miserable conditions in Mexico in the summertime, hot as heck. But that's basically, it took us 28 days between the trailer and the bilge keels to get this done. There you see the fiberglass is just starting to wrap it. The whole thing was wrapped from front to back in sections. And there is the completed project. Looks great. Okay, so here's the trailer being built. It's a boxed tube type trailer, really, really strong. The reason this trailer is so strong and so big at triple axle is because that's all I could find. Well, it was $700 for the trailer, but it needed to be modified. But however, it's a very strong trailer. So the couple of things I had to do is I had to take the axles and put them underneath the spring so that the tires wouldn't hit the bottom of the boat when the boat was sitting on the trailer. These are just pictures of the parts I took off of it, being it had been used previously, and some of the parts had rusted. So I basically took all the rusted parts off, bolted all new hangers, new U-bolts. You can see the springs there underneath the axles underneath the springs. Took all the parts off that I didn't need, grinded it down, painted them over so they wouldn't rust. I didn't paint the trailer. I didn't care that it looks pretty. I just had to be strong. It's got surge brakes. Everything works. The lights work. And again, this is just a bunch of boring pictures of the trailer being built up. I did bolt everything together on the trailer so that I could change it out later on if I decide to keep this trailer for a different boat. Usually people weld trailers together for the hangers and things like that. But I didn't want to deal with all of that because I wanted to change it possibly, and I wanted everything to fit perfectly. So that's what went into all of this trailer build here. There's the front wheel. It was a 7,000 pound tongue jack so that it doesn't bend over. You can see Everything is overbuilt to the absolute max because I've had trailers that come apart. This one will not come apart. I'm really happy with it. So that was it. Well, there she is, ready to be plopped on the trailer and to take her trip north to Washington. Yay! Here she goes. Well, Sweepy has departed Puerto Peñasco. She got a facelift. She's heading back up to Washington, around the United States tour, which has been completed. She got a trailer uplift. Notice there's 3 axles on this trailer, not 1, 3. Overkill, but it's great. You notice that Sweepy also has bilge keels underneath it. There's my kid's car, the new tow vehicle. Big spare, big trailer. Underneath there, you can't really see it, but there's bilge keels, so there's no more center console thing. She's loaded up for camping. No more rudder, it's got the regular motor rudder. It's just rock solid, good going. Should make it no issues. Washington, here we come. Here I am camping in a couple of Walmart parking lots. That's one, and that's what that's all about.
Yes, I'm the thunder and the storm. I am the ship that's weathered and worn. I never give up the fight.
There I am camped at next to a lake, just camping out as we travel north. Inside, we found a place to park on to get out of the rain. Stopped to pick up coffee. Have to take up several spots. This is Bliss Campsite in I don't know where we are. The next state, Reno, Las Vegas, Nevada. Day number 3 on Sweepy's trip north to Washington. There you see her set up for the night. Gonna have some supper. Chill out. It's been raining the whole time we've been coming. Sweepy's dry as a bone though. forward with the hatch down. That's all that is. Here's Sweet Pea. We are currently on, what's the name of this place?
Jetty Island.
Jetty Island in the Pacific Northwest. Near Everett, Washington. You can pause that if you want to read it. And Sweet Pea is way out there.